Good morning, this is Stephanie with Grind from the Woodpile. Goose is joining me this morning. It's about 7:45, 8 o'clock. And today is planting day. Yes, I don't have any singing ability in me, so we'll stop that right now. We are going to be planting some plants today, not all of them. I have a few hours this morning before I have to get ready for a family friend's funeral, and I wanted to get out here and at least plan out where I'm going to be planting some of them. So, garden kitty number 2 is headed into the shop. Lulu, what's she doing? You don't get to go in here very often. So we're going in. This is where I moved the plants because I had the gnat problem. It's been a little colder than it probably should be in here, but I had heard that having it a little bit colder than normal makes a thicker base. I don't know how true that is, but as you see, these plants, they've outgrown the lights. So these are the ones that are gonna get planted today. Maybe a few of these, but I think I want these to get a little bit bigger. But these right here, and my thing is broken right here. So I think I'm gonna have to set you down because I don't think I'm gonna be able to carry this at the same time. So I'm gonna pull this out to the table and we'll look through what we're gonna be planting. Okay, we got Goose chasing the garden kitties, but we got the plants all out. Some of these are gonna go back in right now. This one right here, I'm gonna move back in. Ooh, the roselle came up. I was nervous about that. Yay. These are babies and I'm gonna water them. It's just easier than pulling the hose all the way in there. Ooh, the eggplant finally came up. I was worried about them. So patience, I guess. So eggplant came up. The marigold, not very many came up. Thai basil starting to come up. This was old zucchini. Why so many tags, Stephanie? It's because I had planted other things in here and they didn't come up. So this habanado didn't come up. So this yellow squash finally came up. This roselle didn't come up. This roselle did. This is okra came up. Roselle came up, yay. Yeti squash. These were empty on purpose. And then I got my new seeds from not Rested Gardener, MI Gardener, and put those in. So I need to water these, I need to water these, and not necessarily need to water these, like some of them do. That's where it's hard. So I may just top water a few of these. These are all the tallest. How am I going to decide is if they're too tall to go to the lights, they get planted. If they fit under the lights, they get to stay in the greenhouse. And it is, what is the date today? Let me look at my watch. It is the 17th of February, which means I can start planting out after the 15th of February at the earliest. But some of them are still a little small, so I want to wait on them. And that is our plan today. Huh, goosies? Huh, yeah. Let's see, and then I do kind of want to do some trimming up of some tomato plants. I don't know. Why I figure out where I want things, I'll decide what I need to trim back. I am going to do a really, come on, focus, right there. These basil plants, I want to do a real good pruning on them. Leave some for the birds. Those don't really have flowers. No, those ones have a little bit of flower. But what I've really noticed, birds and bees, I had birds on the mind because I came out this morning. Let me cross over here. I came out this morning and this broccoli plant that I wanted to tear out that I haven't, that went to flower, had hummingbirds all around it. So I actually do have some hummingbird feeders that I should get out, and I think I'll do that. Oh, look at all these tomatoes here. That's random. I do need to tie up some tomato plants too. Some random tomato plants. right here, which is weird because they must be two different plants, because over there they're orange and over here they're red. So there must be two different plants in there. But yes, yes. Okay, need to focus here. I need, not the camera, me, myself, to get on what I need to get done this morning. So these are random tomato plants, volunteer tomato plants. Here, yeah. How did you live? Let me check my soil. These are so hardly packed. When I put stuff in there, I should have put peat moss in there, and I didn't, and some vermiculite. But, oh, hello, green key number 2. Hi, hi. You want to say hi to everyone? No? Okay. Bye-bye. I probably need a water today. Yeah, let's go check a bed that isn't as... Yeah, put my finger in there. I haven't watered since there's been a big rain, so I am gonna make it water. I'm gonna make it rain. That's pretty funny. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked by all sorts of volunteers. I think this is some lettuce volunteers, and this is a whole bunch of calendula volunteers, and I'm sorry, you all can't stay. Yeah, because if you stay, then you're gonna make a lot more ones, and I don't want that many in my pathway. But then that looks like lettuce. So, and is this cilantro? Yeah, I think that is. Here, there's another one right here. Well, all I can sell is now marigold on my hands, so. Oh, that is cilantro. That's funny. That's very funny. So, number 1 goal of the day is to get tomato plants planted and not get super sidetracked by ripening tomatoes and edible peas. Yeah. Yeah. First thing, tomatoes planted. Second thing, then I can get distracted by other random things in the garden. Yes. And garden kitty number 2. Hey, can you come out of there? Thank you. But I will try to keep you updated along the process as we follow garden kitty out of the garden. And Goose can't get in. No, not for Goose. All right, I went through and pulled out the ones I want to plant, and it's about a little less than half. But I have a Brad Atomics grape, never had a successful one. Actually, there's 2, and they're the tallest. So I went through and I really just pulled out the tallest. I will go through and pull out these little flowers here so they can focus on root growth. So there's 2 Brads, they were the tallest. There's this honeycomb, it was one I bought from just like Lowe's or something that looked, I like a yellow tomato, and it was a yellow one. A Garden Ruby, an RH Hybrid, these are ones, and this Improved Gem. These all 3 I bought from the University of Florida, so I really need to keep track of those. So I think I'm gonna put those all probably in one bed together, because now that's my, oh, and last one, yummy yellow tomato. My mom sent me those seeds. She was with my cousin in her garden, and my mom said they were just like eating candy. And she doesn't know the name of it. They didn't know the name of it. So hopefully it's just not, it's stable. I just, you can grow seeds even if you don't know what they are, of some kind of tomato of what brand. So we'll see if we like those. So I think these 3 here, I don't think I can carry all 3. Let me try. 1, 2, 3. So, kind of thinking as we walk down here, of putting these 3 tomatoes right here. I have 2 early girls that have survived the winter. This one looks kind of rough right here. Let me put this down. So I think I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull out these 2 old tomatoes, leave these 2 plants. So this is now what I do when I plan out where things are going to go. And I'm gonna trim up this, he's pretty. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave you alone. But I'm gonna put those 3 there. And then, so I really want to plant my figs out, but I don't know when I can do that either, because then I can determine where figs are gonna go what. And maybe I will just count how many figs I have and then put a marker in them. Maybe that's what I'll do. Anyways, coming back over here, so that leaves me 5 more tomato plants to figure out where I want. And I'm really not gonna put those somewhere yet. I really wanted to go pepper heavy this year. Peppers have done okay in this bed, so I'm gonna keep more peppers in this bed. I planted peas in the front of these, but those will eventually come out. So I think I'm gonna make this also a pepper bed. This has random, why do I have such a hard time tearing out plants. This guy just needs to come out. This tomato needs to be tied up. This tomatillo, I didn't even know was still there, and he survived. And it's like, I have all these volunteer tomato plants that are like little cherry tomato plants, but they're not the best. So I feel like I should make this a tomato bed. This has peppers in it already with some existing tomatoes. So this is gonna be a cross of tomatoes, and peppers. These poor guys over here are just getting too much water from when it rained, and they're struggling. And sorry guys, I don't know what to do with you, because everything else needs some water right now. Guy cauliflower in there, he's hiding. Some beets are coming up right here. So I think I'm gonna put a pause on where everything is going and clean up some stuff and tear out some stuff to decide where things should go. So that's what I'm gonna focus on right now. And then when I get that all cleaned up, I'll bring it back out. Well, I've been out in the garden a couple of hours and didn't get near as far as I wanted, but did a bunch of cleanup. Pulled out, if you see here on the ground, a bunch of either basil or lots of basil. Trimmed them up fairly, left some. So if they want to come back and live, they can. If they don't, I have planted more. Still left these broccoli plants. I was tempted to pull them out, but I'm like, I'll let them stay until I want to plant the peppers I want in that bed. Again, over there on the ground, a bunch of basil. Then as we walk down, you'll see I need to pick up the floor now. This is a tomatillo and a tomato. I made a hard decision and pulled out some plants. Probably should have pulled out more. If we come over here to broccoli, Robbie, that's a tomato plant there. I pulled out a tomato plant here and a tomatillo back there. Trimmed up this basil. Probably should have trimmed it closer. I don't know why I left that broccoli. I probably should have pulled that broccoli, but it's okay. So I pulled out all the broccoli plants in here that I'd already harvested the head. Probably should have pulled out this tomato plant. It was a volunteer, but I left it. I took out a bunch of dill that I'm going to give to one of my neighbors. As you can still see, there's quite a few dill still in here. Then I didn't pull out the Roselle hibiscus. I'll do that. Over here, I trimmed up this basil plant, opal basil. Pulled out 2 broccoli plants here and a tomato, and as you can see, they're all here. I will attempt to compost. I am not the best composter. pulled out a broccoli plant here so my asparagus can get more light. I've decided I'm not going to cut them back. I'm just going to let them be this year. Just let them be. And coming over here, trimmed up this tomato plant. I didn't do a whole lot over here. I tied up this volunteer tomato here and ran it through. Oh, what I did do is you will see these weird white plant tags with the pink on top, and I have seven viable figs. And so starting way down at the end, there'll be one by the plumeria tree, one right here, one right here, 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 and then two back by the chair. I haven't planted them yet, so I'm gonna put it out on Facebook if people think that's a good spot in my local fig group. Left these, because again, there were the hummingbirds that were out here today. Attempted to pull down all the cucamelon that comes back every year all by itself, because supposedly it has like underground rhizomes or something. So I didn't do a whole lot here besides pull out the leaves from the cucamelon. Trimmed up this one. I don't know if this will live. Found a marigold, and these are sweet peas. Left this broccoli plant. And then coming over here, I haven't had a chance to plant anything. I don't think I will. I gotta go get ready for the funeral. I have put out the 3 tomatoes that I want to put there, and I'll probably at least go put the tomatoes out. Over here, I really did nothing besides snack on the sweet peas. Didn't really do anything. So I think I attempted to start to weed here, but I'm like, oh, that's cilantro. I think we went over this before. That's something eating the lettuce. But I did randomly just pull some out so they will decompose. So I am going to right now that I have pulled some stuff out, going to just, here was my little bowl of harvest as I went through. Some little bit of broccoli sprouts, some tomatoes that fell off, and a big pepper. So I am going to at least place these in the garden. No, don't hold them by the stems. It's not a good idea, Stephanie. Yes, I talk to myself. So I feel like I want one here. I will put one in here. You know what? I'm gonna switch that. Brad is gonna go over here so he get good sun. I want to eat one Brad tomato. And I'll put this over here. This one's not always the best for tomatoes. And oh, this is old, like, cucumber. And actually, cucumbers did really strangely well there. Okay. Oh, that cucumber had pokies. But, all right, I need to get ready. So I'll come back tomorrow. But if I don't, thank you for learning and growing with the woodpile, where killing plants are hard.